Sounds like some weather is going to play a factor for the Denver Broncos in their Week 8 matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs. How is it going to affect the game plan? So the forecast in the Denver area for Sunday is calling for a high of about 27 degrees with snow showers heading into kickoff and potentially into the first part of the game. You know that the field is going to be slippery, and that is going to be akin to running the football more in this game. The Broncos did establish a pretty decent run game in the Green Bay Packers game. They were able to get Javonte Williams going, they were able to get Jaleel McLaughlin going, and they even sprinkled in some Samaje Perine here and there. I'm hoping that we will follow a similar game plan in this game. That said, though, a tweet from my guy Thomas Hall of Mile High Huddle really pointed out another thing that says the Broncos game or the running game, I should say, is important for the Broncos versus the Chiefs, but it cannot keep them from being aggressive, which I absolutely agree with. The Broncos must find a way to get the ball in the hands of their explosive playmakers. Thomas continues to say they must attack and create explosive plays, like I just said there, and keeping Mahomes off the field with a methodical run game sounds good in theory, but the fact is the Broncos cannot be conservative because Mahomes can strike quickly, and I again absolutely agree with that sentiment as well. We've seen that all Patrick Mahomes needs is 13 seconds to score. That's barely any time. So the Broncos, if they have any hope of keeping up with the Chiefs in this game, are going to have to be able to strike back quickly if the Chiefs go down and score on them really quickly. Or conversely, if the Chiefs go on a long extended drive, because you know they're going to want to take advantage of Denver's historically porous run defense. Although they have gotten a little bit better over the last couple of weeks, it still hasn't been great. The Chiefs are going to follow a very similar game plan, I imagine. They're going to run the football. They're going to do a lot of the quick passing game to kind of serve as a quasi-run game to complement their run game. And that's going to be how the Chiefs pick apart this Denver Broncos team. Denver's going to have a similar approach, but at the same time, we cannot fade away from our ability to strike quickly. So we have to be able to find a way to get the ball in the hands of Marvin Mims. We have to find a way to get the ball in the hands of Jaleel McLaughlin. Those are our two explosive playmakers who can really rip off a big play anytime that they touch the ball. So getting those two players involved in this game is going to be key. And also, guys are going to have to really take care of their bodies in this one. They're going to have to make sure that they keep their inner core warm. Even the no sleeve guys are going to have to wear layers, not necessarily sleeved layers, just they're going to have to wear layers in order to keep their body and core warm. They've got to remember they have to stay hydrated in this game. A very common thing football players forget to do sometimes is remember to stay hydrated in cold games, and they end up cramping up. That's a big problem that the Denver Broncos are going to have to work to avoid in this game. So make sure you've got proper hydration, keep those electrolyte levels up, be sure to consume your Gatorade, your chicken broth, do whatever you need to do. Be sure you put your Vaseline on, whatever you use to help keep yourself warm if you don't wear sleeves out there. Just all the little stuff like that, because your bodies will slow down in the cold, but your minds don't. That's the key. Whichever team is the most mentally sound, mentally disciplined, and mentally tough is going to win this game. And at the end of the day, we all know that the Kansas City Chiefs pretty much check all of those boxes, but this is going to be the first big test for the Sean Payton Broncos, seeing how they respond going out there in the elements and trying to perform against a really tough opponent. So at the end of the day, this is going to be a big toughness test and a big litmus test for the Denver Broncos, and I'm really excited to see how they fare out in this game. All right, guys, how do you feel like the cold is going to play a factor in this game, and are you guys going to be attending the game despite the cold, blustery conditions? I know I will, and I'm crazy like the offensive lineman. I don't wear long sleeves out there. I'll be layered up, don't get me wrong, I'll be layered up, just never long sleeves. So that's kind of my mentality. If the players can go out there like that, I'm going to go out there like that. I always have in these kind of cold games. So yeah, man, call me crazy, but if you guys are going to attend the game, let me know. I would love to meet you guys out there and see as many of members of Broncos country as I can out there. All right, guys, be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it, guys. Those are two free and easy ways to show your support. Helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out and helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. And until next time, guys, I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.